Hello, everybody. We're here with FPV Podcasts out here at Mega Drone X in Mega Caverns in Louisville, Kentucky. We're here with Supafli FPV, a young man that we met here. He's here at Mega Drone X, and he's got an interesting story. So let's get to it. What's your name there, Superfly?
Evan Gaston.
Evan Gaston. That's awesome. You're here as a quad pilot. You just got sponsored by
Ready Made RC.
Ready Made RC. So you're a pretty known pilot for your age. I talked to you off the air a little bit, and I know that you're a wing pilot. You're a
lot of fixed
scale
wing,
plane
yeah.
pilot. So
Yep.
you fly all kinds of things.
A little bit of everything, yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about what's that like. Growing up in a household with as I heard your dad say that he started off flying by himself, and then he taught you to fly, and now you teach him.
Yeah, he did it since he was my age as a kid, and then when I was growing up, I got into the fixed wing.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't until last year at Camp AMA in Muncie, Indiana, that I got into quads.
Wow.
Kids at camp were showing me, and I was like, I want to try that. So I bought a quad at camp, started doing it, and then the next year I went to camp again and started flying quads. And then at FPV Fest this year in Willard, Ohio, is when I qualified for this event. I won a golden ticket to come here.
Right.
So
right.
it's been a very long but fast ride to get here. And then it was crazy. I didn't think 2 years ago I'd be here in a cave racing quads, but it was a lot of fun.
It's growing up in this age right now, things come to you fast. I
Yeah,
mean,
very.
this, you're a younger kid, so I mean, younger guy that has a great skill set. So, do you sim? What kind of practice do you do to stay so on point?
Lately, I haven't been able to get a whole lot because of soccer and school. But
Soccer and school. So
I
you
try
play
to do
sports.
do sports, yeah. I try to do some sim, just fixed wing sim. I don't do any FPV sims. I try to go out in the backyard 2 or 3 times a week with the quads and just fly gaps in the trees and the barns and
Do you guys live in a city?
in the country. We have
in the country,
there's
so you got a little bit of
open
land
field and
to
place
fly
to
around.
put gates up, so there's plenty of room to fly there.
Mm-hmm.
But we do a lot of fixed wing. We go out to the field, and I'll take a quad with me and fly 1 or 2 packs, just freestyle and stuff.
Nice.
But
nice,
we
nice.
just go out to the field and have fun.
That's pretty cool.
One of the things, do you like freestyle more than racing?
I like the racing more because there's
Mhm.
more competition, and you have something to push you. The freestyle I like in the backyard and just go out and have fun, but I like the racing, especially coming with all of these guys here too.
Oh, yeah,
and
there's some great guys here,
yeah,
isn't it?
meeting a lot of fast people and new
Right.
people.
So
You-
when
you've done well competing today.
Yeah, I just
you've got some fast times.
finally broke 7 laps, so I'm up there a little bit in intermediate.
Uh-huh.
So getting faster and faster, learning the track.
Now, the thing you said is you're intermediate, and a lot of people know now that we've done this, a couple of casts now, that there's 2 courses here.
Yeah.
And have you raced a bigger course?
The bigger course is what I got the 7 laps in on. That's
Okay.
the course that I just got my best time on.
Uh-huh.
And the smaller course is definitely a tricky one. Until you learn the track, then it's a lot easier.
Uh-huh.
But I really like both of the tracks. They're both really. This one it doesn't look very tricky, but it actually is. Getting the lines right.
Uh-huh.
And mid-airs too. It's somewhat tight of a track, so you have
Right.
to watch out for the other people.
That double back corner right
Yeah.
there. That I've seen that's gotten a couple of people today.
In the video going around the giant rock pillars,
Right.
that gets kind of sketchy too.
Yeah, I mean, but you're only going around that for a millisecond,
Yeah.
right? I mean, when you think about it, you're only going around there about a second.
Yeah.
If it blinks, it's about a second. You just got to make sure that you have control when you come around the other side, right?
So-
Other than that, so how do you think you're doing?
Pretty good. I like my pace. I want it to be a little bit better, but I think I'll make top 32. And then we'll see tonight probably or tomorrow morning
Right,
if I
right,
made
right,
top
right.
32.
I think with all the pilots out here, it could go either way, right? I
Yeah.
mean, you could get mid-air, you could have actually have an issue,
Yeah, there's a lot of variables too, and
so
anything could
and
happen.
we just saw like a couple of guys go home. They're
Yeah.
done. Like they know they've broken enough stuff.
Yeah.
And it's sad to see that, but that's progression of the sport, right?
Yeah.
That happens at every race.
That's why I had
across the
to fix
country,
both my quads
everywhere.
this morning and get them ready. And
Right.
you're racing just like cars. You're always fixing and changing out stuff.
Yeah. Got to put new tires on.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, being at this event, you realize that you're racing against pretty much the top pilots in the United States. Coming here, are you learning a lot from them? Is there like somebody you look up with? Look up with?
I'm looking at a lot of people's lines, like Jet and those people. DRL pilots have gone to other countries to race.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching what they do and what I should do different. And talking to my friends, too, people from Tennessee and different places across the United States that I only get to see a few times a year. I get to see at this event. So
Mm-hmm.
I just talk to them, see what they do different, and see where that takes me.
So, do you have somebody you look up to, for, being the pilot that you want to be?
Evan Turner
Evan Turner.
out of Tennessee.
Yeah, wow.
He's really good pilot. He's only 14, but he's a really good pilot. So I just watch him.
I didn't
and
think it would be Evan Turner. I thought it would be more of another pilot.
Yeah. Yeah, Evan's right up there with the top pilots, so he's doing really good this weekend. So I just been watching his lines. He's been helping me with my quads and seeing what to do different.
Right, and that's part of this community. Is
Everybody
that
here will help you with whatever
Right.
you need and parts, any help.
we say it all the time, but it's folks, we're not joking. This is how this community is. They shared. You come here and you run into something and you wreck a motor, and your guy next to your table, you might have just been competing against him, for whatever the purse is, but he'll
Yeah.
give you the last motor so that you can get in the air and compete,
race him again, yeah.
And that is what is the most joyous about being a spectator to see. You guys are actually helping each other. You don't want to finish in first place without competing against the best of the best.
Yeah, just because some guy crashed, you want him to
Right.
get up there with you and have a race.
Right, because we all know occasionally we crash
Yeah.
and we tab stuff.
I've done it enough this weekend, so I know it happens.
I'm sure your parents don't like when you crash.
Yeah.
That's usually how it is. So, on the wing side, what are you doing on the wing side?
Ever since, I think 9 years old, I flew at Scale Nationals was my first year in Muncie, Indiana. And then other scale events in other parts of Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, a little bit everywhere. We went to Top Gun this year just to watch in Florida. I did scale up until like last year, and I'll probably do a few more next year. And then I did the Nationals this year again. And then I want to get into, I've been into aerobatics just for fun with friends, giant scale aerobatics,
Mm-hmm.
gas airplanes. And I got into that a few years ago. I really like it. So I'll probably do some freestyle events next year and see where that goes. But I'd like to do more freestyle aerobatics and quads next year.
I'm one of those pilots. I like giant scale too.
Yeah.
I have a 30% Yak 54, and it flies well, and I love flying it. Unfortunately, when as you go bigger, things cost a lot more.
A lot more.
And
yeah.
yes, we don't have to spend 4 months building a ship anymore, but it still hurts, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Do you do any long range stuff?
I haven't yet. No, I haven't dipped in any. Have one plane I put a camera on. I fly around the field and stuff, but I haven't done a long range FPV yet.
Is that something you're interested in too?
I'd like to try it. Yeah, just because we have such a big field out back, you could go to the woods and to the silos down the road, and you can go a long ways. So I'd like to try it just to explore.
Well, it's that thing, just like you found out that your backyard is as big as it can be, right?
Yeah.
And then you get a quad, and then it becomes much bigger because now you don't have to walk it, you can fly it.
Yeah,
right?
you can go everywhere in it.
And that little trip to the mailbox doesn't take 15 minutes no more. You can fly out there
Yeah.
and circle the mailbox a couple of times and come back. So I think the hobby as a point can open up an area, and then long range can really open up an area. You can begin to explore the boundaries of the property. You know what I mean? And go see. I have a friend in Montana that he flies his farm, and he goes and checks on his cattle
Yeah.
with a Phantom.
With long range, yeah.
It's crazy, but when you think about it, it fits. So that's one of the points I urge you to try a little long range.
Yeah.
Do it in stages. That's one of the. I'm a long range pilot. I like long range. I like flying everything. Just like you. I'm one of those.
A little bit of everything.
But I just encourage everybody to do it in steps, because once you get on the other side of the fence, it can be a long walk.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So if anybody wants to see you on social media, where are you at?
On Instagram, Evan Gaston 17.
Uh-huh.
Facebook, it's just Evan Gaston. Ready Made RC, I want to thank them because they've really helped me in the past 2
That's your
months or
sponsor.
so, getting my stuff ready, helping me get here.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel's Hobbies in Norwalk, Ohio, the local hobby shop,
Uh-huh.
helped me with batteries and also getting here. There's another team pilot from there also that's here.
Nice.
They've helped me for a few years now, just support, equipment, anything really you need they can get. So both of them have been a huge help getting me here. So it's been a lot of fun.
So you're happy to be here.
Oh yeah.
I can see it in your face. You realize that you're here.
It's big. It's one of the biggest events.
And it is. This is like Joe from Detroit Monterota said. If you're not here, you've failed.
You're
at
missing
something.
out.
You're completely missing out on a total experience that's unlike anything most of us have experienced everywhere else. And I'm glad to see you here. A lot of the other pilots talk about you, and they, hey man, you need to get that kid on the podcast. He's got good skills. He needs a little bit, a little focus and a little bright light put on him. So that's
Thank
why
you.
you're here, man.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. We'll see how tomorrow goes.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man. Thank you so much for spending the time with us.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, both of you.
We appreciate it.